verse for today. You are to distinguish between the holy and the common, and between the unclean and the clean. And you are to teach the Israelites all the statutes that the Lord has spoken to them through Moses. Leviticus chapter 10 verse 10 and 11. Aaron was dumbstruck at the tragic death that overtook his sons Nadab and Abihu. This was close on heels of their ordination ceremony when they, Aaron and his sons, were anointed and consecrated as priests as per God's will and the instructions given to Moses. Soon after the rites were complete, Aaron turned to bless the people of God, and soon God's glory appeared. A fire from heaven plunged into the altar, consuming all the burnt offerings, sin offerings, and ordination offerings. God was pleased with what his priests offered on behalf of his people, and thus they were all blessed. What occurred immediately after is not described in the book of Leviticus, but what we find mentioned is that soon the sons of Aaron took their censers, laid fire on it with incense, and offered unholy fire before the Lord, that which was not commanded of them. It could be that these were not sober, or had been drunk, or had taken up authority on the pretext of being sons of the high priest, as it was the high priest who was to offer incense to the Lord. The fire kindled by God from the altar. The reason of the destruction caused to these two priests may seem strange to us, but Aaron, who was convinced of the irreverence of his sons, silently accepts God's punishment. He and his surviving sons were even reluctant to eat of the purification offerings made to the Lord that day, accepting their unworthiness. God speaks to Aaron, then giving to him a perpetual statute, to be complied by all priests from then on, to respect God in all that they did, to distinguish between the holy and the common, the clean and the unclean. This was also to be taught to the Israelites, so that there was discreetness in their ways and works, their moral and living standards from that of the people around. Let us reflect on our attitude towards the things that are not of this world, our spiritual discipline, whether our lives are witnesses to the supremacy of God, or have we idolized culture, society, or things of this world as predominant forces guiding our Christian lifestyle? The choice is ours. Amen. Dr. Mini Sherino.